So I'll show you a little bit about where the fire's at, get you oriented with our property, and then I'll go through the various properties that were spared and those that were not. And then at the end, a couple kind of crude videos that we have there. So what I'm looking at here is a map that shows the fire activity based on some, I think, satellite infrared type stuff, but it kind of shows you the scope. When the fire first started, it was really just over in here and kind of small. Behind here, you can't really tell, it's Highway 125. It goes up this way, and we're hoping it wouldn't cross 125. And then on Wednesday, it crossed 125. We got a pre-evacuation notice, and within just a couple hours, the entire area of Grand Lake was under evacuation. And this whole area from, aside from this little bit here, all of this other stuff up here blew up essentially in 24 hours. The village of Grand Lake, if you look here, along here, we think seems to be okay. And some of the homes right along the lake, the Soda Springs condos are here, they're okay. Our property is up in this area here. This kind of area here is the Soda Springs Ranch. So I'm going to switch over to the parcel viewer. This will show you some satellite imagery as well. And we'll just zoom in a little bit and kind of show you where we're at. So this is the big ranch. This is the old Jocelyn area. This area over here is Trail Creek Estates. And the fire came from this way. Over here, there's quite a few more homes. On this side over here, we had some video from a Ring doorbell that was kind of looking this way, where you could see fire kind of creeping over the ridge. And when people were evacuating town down on 34, looking into the valley, they said they could see fire coming over into the ranch. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more and kind of give you some bearings here. This shows all the different lots that we have. This whole area up here is National Forest, and you can kind of tell where the line is because the National Forest does not mitigate their trees. And if you look down in our areas, from kind of here down to here, you'll see some pretty decent tree mitigation that's been done over the years. This particular parcel is not part of ours. And then this is the Trail Creek Estates over here. You can see there's more homes, a little more density. So this is the area we're going to look at, and I'm going to pull up another map here in a second that actually has these all listed right here. So this is something I put together that talks about who has access to what in terms of property access and things like that. We're pretty sure this bottom right one here, which is closest to the ranch. So let me go back here. So here's all the ranch area. So I'm going to start in this bottom corner and work my way over and kind of show you. We're pretty sure this one is okay. Our neighbors that live up here recently bought this parcel. It has a little cabin on it. I haven't heard, but I think that's okay. This one is okay. This one is okay. This one is okay. This one appears okay. This is okay. This is okay. And we were told that the fire department was actually in here using their driveway, which is paved, and trying to hold back the fire as it was coming from this direction. These folks, we don't know. We don't have confirmation whether their house is still standing or not. I kind of think not. The gentleman that was in there taking videos was really not supposed to be there, and there was some activity up there with either some police or fire trucks, and he got out of there before he got in trouble. So we don't know about this one, and this family's kind of distraught about that, as you might imagine. But they are, up against a lot of the forested area, so they may have lost their place. This large lot here, with the home over here against the western edge, that's gone. Our property was being built, our house was being built right up on here. These lines aren't quite exactly right in terms of the actual layouts. The county GPS is not very accurate. I mapped it out, but our house was kind of right in this area. It is gone. Interestingly, the Cleese family, they also own this property down here, had this beautiful house on the hillside here. probably 6,000 or 8,000 square foot house, and then a separate garage with an attached or an apartment above it. House is totally gone. But down in this little valley, so this is sort of on the hillside, down this valley they have a barn where their horses were, and then they have kind of like a giant sized lean-to almost, a three-sided exposed on one end, covered hay storage with I don't know how many tons of hay that were delivered to feed their 20 horses for the year. Interestingly, those are both standing. Those did not burn, which is just amazing to me. Carney's place up here on the hill, again, it's really close to the national forest up there. It's gone. And Phil Beck's house over here is gone as well. This, interestingly enough, is national forest above Yoakum's place, and his house is still standing. So what I'm going to show you next are two videos. The first video is starting kind of somewhere in this area here. A gentleman came in, I don't really know the story, but I think his dad works for the electric company or something, and so he managed to sneak in there. And the only two videos I have at this point are this area here and one down on the southwest corner. So what you'll see is him driving up this road, and you'll see this house in this valley is still standing. The second video you're going to see is down here at Robert Tricoli's place. I'm not exactly sure. I think most of the video is right where the house is, which is down in this particular area. And what you'll see is far less burn down here than you see up here. So assuming that this place is not there anymore, the fire came from the west. If the fire department was here during active fire and was able to hold it back kind of from here, they basically saved this house, this house, this house, these three, and potentially this one here as well. But the fire ravaged up and over here, taking out this house, our framing, this house, missing this, and this house, but not that. And so this is on a hilltop, this is on the hill, ours is on the hill, this is in the valley, and these are somewhat higher too, so it's almost like it burned a little bit higher. So that's what I'm going to show you here in the next couple of videos. There's no audio, unfortunately. When I did the screen share, I did not capture the audio, but first video here, second video down here. Enjoy.